Hey, thank you so much for joining the Inside Scoop on what it's really like to work at Calix. What we wanted to do first is kind of introduce ourselves so you know who are we exactly. And then we'll actually roll a video so that you can see for yourself and listen to a few employees that work for Calix and get a better understanding of what it's like to work for us, and then we'll come back. So Alex, I'll let you go first since I've been chatting already.
Yes. Hi. Good afternoon, everybody. I am talent and culture leader here for Calix that oversees product and engineering for Calix today. And so any opportunities that fall within product and cloud and engineering, hardware, software, all kind of come into my group. And so if you're looking for opportunities that kind of fit within tech and specifically engineering, product, cloud, BAs, PMs, QAs, we're more than happy to connect and look at opportunities that might be a good close fit for you.
All right, awesome. And my name is Claudette Forbes. I'm a senior talent advisor lead with Calix as well. So on my side, I actually support GTM, a lot of the marketing portion. However, we actually have a lot of open positions on the sales side as well. We partner greatly all across the organization. So anything you need or any opportunities you see out there that you may be interested in, definitely let us know and we will ensure that we get you to the right recruiter and the hiring lead for that. So, all right, so now we are complete on our introductions. You know who we are. So we'll kind of see what we can do to actually start our video, and then we'll come back and have that discussion a little bit further on what it's really like to work for Calix.
One of the things I love most about Calix are the people. We take that time that's needed to check in with one another, ask how we can support one another, and then get to work.
I love my team at Calix. I feel like we're truly a family, and there's no one else I would rather be on this journey with.
This is a unique group of people who are absolutely there for each other.
They're committed, they're energetic, they are passionate about solving problems and collaboratively.
And my fellow employees are definitely some of the most fun people I've ever met. But more importantly to me as a professional, they are also some of the smartest.
And the people here are amazing. They are very supportive.
It is open and funny and honest and authentic and genuine because that's who Calix employees are.
I love Calix because of who we are and the culture here at Calix. My family and I experienced a COVID crisis. And in the middle of that, Carl Russo, the CEO of Calix, called me personally and asked, how can we support you? And there were 100 other people behind him doing the exact same thing. And it made all the difference.
We're able to check in on one another and build such a great culture, even though we're really at far corners of the country and even different countries. I'm based in Canada, while most of my colleagues are in the US.
Everybody on the team is amazing to work with.
So if you're looking to change industries, if you're looking to change roles, and you're looking for a place where you can feel a part of a mission, be a part of something that does exactly what it says it's going to do, and be a part of a family, check us out.
It'll be one of the best decisions that you can make because I know it absolutely has been for me.
I knew from the moment I had the first interview, this is somewhere I could see myself belonging long-term.
I came here looking for a collaborative, innovative culture and one where employees were truly valued, and Calix has just gone above and beyond to deliver that experience.
Calix is a collaborative, diverse, and supportive company. They provide you with all the tools necessary to be successful in a remote environment.
It's also fast-paced because of the things that we make and collaborative because it has to be. We would not be successful in doing what we do and creating the products and services that we have if we weren't collaborative, communicative, and really engaged with each other on an individual and department by department level.
This by far has been one of the best companies for me in regards to allowing me to be challenged professionally, work on good projects, while also being able to support my family when I need to. The support from the management team, the ability to work from home, all great stuff.
My favorite thing about working at Calix is the location, because I get to work at my favorite location in the world, at my home.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Alex, for sharing that. I really appreciate it. That was perfect, because we had a question in a chat in terms of an app that asked, can you give us some insight on what our company culture is like? So hopefully, Krista, you got a chance to see some of that video, but I'd love to, answer that for you and give you that inside scoop. Not only is Calix very collaborative, but we are a caring culture. People actually care about you. They care about your well-being. They care about you being successful in your role. Now we work hard. We're a very fast-paced culture, right? So very high tempo, because we're growing phenomenally in a hyper growth mode in the organization. But the people is what has really done it for me on a personal basis of being here 5 years. It's just, you have some of the most dynamic, smart individuals that have so much passion about what they do. And then you get all of that summed into one, and you can work from anywhere and do that. So people have relocated from one state to another, as long as you're in the US, but you definitely have that flexibility. So Alex, what's been your experience?
I think the biggest thing, and I continue to reiterate this to really all positions that we have, is as we continue to scale and we continue to grow, we've gone from about a $300 million company to about $1 billion company in the last 18 months, and we're on track to go to about $2 billion over the next year and a half or so. And so with that, as we continue to scale, I think the biggest thing that Calix continues to offer is the opportunity for you to really have a say and for you to really bring your ideas to the table. I think that's a big thing when you have Microsoft and Google and Apple. You have all these massive companies that are focused and so focused in areas that Calix really allows you to bring your ideas to the table and build on those. I think that's a great piece of our culture that we continue to strive for, is that we push you harder to think more critically and think more big picture as we continue to scale internationally. And so I think that's a big piece of our culture that has been so great about Calix, and why I really enjoy working here, is being able to see that big strategy and those big goals.
Awesome. And we're very lucky to have you on the team, Alex. He's on the technical side and has really elevated things to a different level. So you've done a great job. We're really appreciate you on the team. Someone in the chat kind of asked what are the steps in and timeline for interview process. We try to, steps in that process, I will say, first interviewing with the hiring leaders, your first step, and all of our interviews are on Zoom. So it'll be a Zoom interview, just like we're having that conversation right now. And next steps would be interviewing with panel members individually. So we would schedule those. Any role, and keep me honest here, Alex, because I know the technical side, it can go a little longer sometimes, but at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we want to try to have your interviews wrapped up. For sure if you're a viable candidate at that point. If we're shortlisting you and going to be moving forward to an offer, we want to do it quickly. And we don't string candidates along. We're transparent, and that's a part of our culture as well. We let you know, hey, if it's not the right role, we're going to partner with you and work together to find you, the right position. So hopefully I answered that in timeline. Yours about the same, Alex, you'd say?
Yeah, I think it's very dependent on the specific role too. I would say if it's specific to software engineering, and where you're going to be doing coding, we've gotten better at actually getting it done within about a 2-hour session. So you'd go through coding for an hour and 15 minutes, and then you'd have the last 45 minutes to meet with the leader, and then we're able to make a decision from there. So some roles will take 2 to 3 weeks. Some we can actually get done within a week, depending on how your interviews go.
I love hearing that. Done within a week. That's fantastic, right?
Yes.
That's moving pretty quickly with eliminating all barriers. That's very fast paced. So I love that. That's awesome. Let's see if we have any other questions in the chat here. I think someone, Nikita, kind of asked in terms of, do we reach out to you directly on LinkedIn? Love to. We can completely connect. You can email your resume directly to me and Alex, and we can assess, which roles we have are a good fit for you and continue the conversation. So we want to make sure we continue to network with you and find you the right opportunity for you. So
absolutely. And it is between, and I'm not sure if we have people from all over the world. We have roles internationally across the world, India, China, US, Canada, and really there are some areas that we can even get provisions to work in as well. So we highly recommend take a look at our careers page. The opportunity to work remote first, I think is also what makes Calix culture great, is we're very respectful that you're able to work from anywhere in the world, and that we work with you depending on your time zone. And we're very respectful of what time zone you work in, and working around those hours as well.
absolutely. And recently, Alex, we pretty much launched a lot of different classes, webinars for mental health awareness for the entire month of May. Impressive. There was yoga, there was mental health classes on balancing and what can you do better to assess. So many classes that were offered to our employees. They just, HR and TNC just worked diligently to add those sessions on our calendars. We could pop in, jump in, just to have an organization that cares about our personal well-being. Is phenomenal. I've worked for companies in the past, and just because the world's celebrating that month, they might not be doing much, but Calix is totally different. They actually offered a lot of different classes and sessions and webinars, not only on the mental health awareness for that particular month, but we've launched a lot of courses that you can kind of take, and certifications as well internally. So a lot of awareness, and that we'll definitely want to share with you too as we actually connect. So
absolutely. Yeah, I think that's also what continues to make Calix great, is the internal improvement for yourself in your career development. If you're early in your career, there's trainings there. If you're wanting to get into management, there's trainings there. And if you are an experienced leader, we have even more certifications and training that you can go through as well to continue to grow in your career and continue to progress in the direction that you're looking to grow in as well.
absolutely. And then I see a question, and how does Calix really support women in the workplace for its internal policies, benefits? We actually have a monthly session that is put on by our women leaders in the organization. So those sessions are phenomenal. We do invite the men too. They can join in to those sessions, but those sessions are to help women to guide, understand, barriers. How have they been able to overcome those? We even had our VP parole do one of those sessions as well. And it just helps so much as a female in tech to learn from each other, share, provide that guidance. And we brought in guest speakers for some of those sessions as well. And that's an ongoing monthly session that happens to support the women in the workplace. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. Very supportive.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think Cheryl's mentioning our intern program that runs from May through August. I'm sure you have a lot of interns on your side. Alex, I do. I see the interns starting. We're welcoming them, congratulating them, partnering with them. And some of those interns actually have offers of full-time roles too, or considered for those. So that's huge to actually be able to provide those opportunities for that generation and that level as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, and as Cheryl mentioned in the chat, we have 52 interns starting this summer, which is pretty exciting for us. Because that's very new, or newer to us. So we're just starting to build this out, and we're super excited to see where this goes for current college students.
Yes, absolutely. And they're so excited. I love that excitement that we're able to kind of give them. Let's look through the chat. I apologize, guys. We're just looking through the chat, make sure we answer all the questions there. So, Alex, I let you take a couple.
I'm looking through them as well.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay. Our counterpart Cheryl is in there too, kind of helping us facilitate some of the questions and making sure we get answers to all the questions that we have. So, and if you're not following us on LinkedIn, please do, so that you can have visibility to our executive leaders that are phenomenal, dynamic individuals. Michael Weening's one of them. That you should definitely connect, follow, see the articles he shares, and you'll understand why Calix is successful in the way that it is as you continue to see all of our executive leaders and how many women that we actually have in that ELT group as well. So.
And if you have a chance to, I'd recommend to go to Glassdoor as well and look at reviews and just comparably awards that Calix has won. I know recently over these last few years, Best Place for Women to Work has also been awarded to Calix as well. And so I think that speaks volumes to who we are as a culture and who Calix is to women and helping women continue to grow in the tech space as well.
That is huge. That's huge. I had a candidate tell me today, Alex, that wasn't familiar with Calix at all, but went to Glassdoor, since you mentioned that, and he was blown away. He was like, okay, your company's doing something right. I want to know more. I want to learn more. I'm very interested in working for you. So Glassdoor is huge. I'm glad you mentioned that.
It is, and I think that's the biggest staple today that separates us from other companies. Is we as a company and as a culture and community, we care about how we treat others, how we work with each other, and that's really critical. I think everyone can kind of do their day-to-day, but it's where you get to work, who you get to work with, and how you get to grow. I think is way more important than just having, I guess, an overarching name that's just really well known.
Yeah. I agree. If it's not a caring culture, it's not the right one.
Exactly.
I can completely agree with you. So I hope you decide to join us. Take a look at our careers page. We'll add our email addresses in the chat. If you want to email us your resume, connect with us on LinkedIn, please do. We'd love that. That way, if you have any questions on any opportunities, we can definitely answer all those questions for you as well. All right, I think we're great. We're golden. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you, everybody,
for joining. Reach out to us, connect with us, and we're going to connect with you as well.
Yes, we're excited to meet everybody that connects with us, and have a great rest of your day as well.
Thank you, guys. All right.
Thank you.
All right, bye.